Hey everybody, welcome back to the AfterLife SMP server, Season 2. Now, at the end of last episode, I kind of hinted at a shop that I'm going to be building this episode, actually. And I can now reveal to you that that shop is going to be a food shop. Now, I know that there's already a chicken shop, Chicken Shack, Jack's Chicken Shack by Dragonfrost. That is already on the server, but we're not going to be just selling chicken. I don't even think we're really going to be selling chicken at that shop. It's going to be more steak, pork, that kind of thing. And I already have a design laid out for it. I have everything laid out for it. The hardest part about that shop, though, is going to be stocking it up and keeping it stocked. Because I don't have a lot of animals in different farms right now. So that's going to be a challenge. But before we get into doing that, I wanted to show you guys this. If you have not seen it already on Duke's channel and Dragonfrost's channel, and I don't know if Night Fox, who was previously known as Logan Gaming, I don't know if he's uploaded an episode yet with this in it, but this is kind of close to the finished park. I think that they still want to put some hidden lighting around the area, but those three got together and made this beautiful, absolutely beautiful little park area right around the outside of the lake right here. And I feel like that this place fits perfectly. This is exactly what I personally wanted for this area. And I'm very glad that they have now gotten around to doing it. It looks, like I said, absolutely amazing. So really good job to those three. But yeah, place is looking really good. Spawn is looking fantabulous. As we head over to the shopping district. Not very many things have happened over here. I think Duke built his radio station. I think that was in last episode. I'm not entirely certain. Duke's up there. Cool. And here is Jack's Chicken Shack right here. But I have moved the location of the shop because, I don't know, I kind of felt like this place would be better suited for something else. And I kind of wanted to expand the shopping district. Get these roads going to different places and whatnot. So, yeah, I decided to put a little plot over here. It was a pretty perfect size for this, actually. I was quite surprised for it, so who knows, maybe it's meant to be up here. I do have some materials in here. It's going to be almost like a castle-style build. I didn't realize this until after I built it, but I was kind of inspired by the sandcastle I built for the prank on Daddy Fox, which Jay and I have cleaned up by now, by the way, guys. We did live up to that promise, so don't worry about that, but it is like a little bit of a castle theme. I'm still trying to come up with a name for it. I'm sure by the end of this episode, I'll come up with a name for it. I have a little bit of an idea in my head, but we'll see. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this build, and I'll bring you guys back when I can show you guys off some progress. Alrighty, progress has been made. As you can see, the skeleton for this shop is up and running. We still have a lot of stuff to do for this thing, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. I tried adding a variation of blocks in this. I'm not used to using these kinds of blocks, and I figured I'd try it with this build, and it worked out well, I would say. Not my best build, but I would say it worked out fairly well. Right here's where the door is going to be. It's going to be a pretty small shop, like I said. Nothing too major, but it's perfect size for a door. We're actually going to be using wool up here behind these. I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with that in a minute. But then right here, out front, we're going to be using some black glass right there. I think we're going to have some glass back there. Yes. I need wool. The big thing here is that I still need wool for this thing. White wool. Lots and lots of white wool. Probably a stack, I'm guessing. A stack will hopefully suffice. I might get 2 or 3. We'll see. I'll go over to the sheep farm that we have here and see if there's anything there. Of course, all the sheep have been dying, so I have no idea if there's going to be any over there, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get back to work on this thing, and I'll be back with hopefully a finished product. Alright, guys, so I've done a little bit more work here. I still don't have this area done, and I don't have the back done. I don't have, like, the side over here done, I think. But everything else is pretty much done. So let's get started on the inside. We're gonna need a floor up there. But what I'm thinking about doing, we're gonna be using some dark oak wood right here. I don't use this stuff very often. I'm kind of sad. Kind of sad about that. Actually, we don't need that right there. If I have torches, torches would be great right now. They'd be fabulous. Okay, thanks. All right, we're just gonna do that for right now to keep things organized, and we will do that. Perfect. So when you walk in here, there's gonna be a ladder right here. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do for the floor and the ceiling. I'm thinking spruce wood's gonna do well. Let's look. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Indeed, I can. And we're gonna have 2 layers for this. I don't think I really described this yet, but we're gonna have 2 different layers for this. We're gonna have a layer, we're gonna have a set of chests down here. One right here. I think it's gonna be, we're gonna have some double chests. We have double chests right here, single chest on the sides. Down here is gonna be where all of the main storage things are. The main food that people are gonna want, like steak and pork and golden carrots when we get those and whatnot, are all gonna be down here. And up here is gonna be all the stuff that people may not really want. Stuff like regular carrots, regular potatoes. I want to have some of that beetroot soup stuff in here as well. And stuff like that people probably aren't gonna want, but we're gonna have in here anyways. So I'm gonna try and see what I want to do for this. Yeah, I want to do something like that. Something like that. There's gonna be wool right here. I need to get a lot more wool, like I said before. If we can get this rolling. Something like that. Wool right here. Something like that. I'm gonna put some of those in there. Apart from that, though, that's basically the outline. I'll probably do the rest of this off camera. It's not gonna be that fun of a task, but I need to get a lot more wool. I need to get a lot more just materials in general to finish this thing up. And then after we finish that, the rest of this episode is gonna be focused on getting. That looks weird. Do something like that. The rest of this episode is going to be focused on getting this place stocked up. To start off with, we're only going to have stuff like steak. If I can get more pork chops or cooked mutton or stuff like that, I'll put it in here. But we don't have a lot of materials right now. So I don't know, a lot of animals and whatnot. So I don't know how well this is going to turn out. And do one last thing. There. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go off camera. Work a little bit more. Hopefully get some more materials together. Hopefully finish this thing up off camera after I slay some zombies, because these guys are so annoying. And I will be back when I have made more progress. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. No. Alright guys, so I've been doing a lot of work off camera, and I think I have the shot pretty much done. Let's look at this baby. Oh yeah. Looking pretty good. I think I said this earlier, but it's not my best, I don't think. But I think I did a pretty good job with this. Hope y'all like it too. The name I came up with for this, I'm going to put it right here. It's called the Royal Food Court. Let me know what you guys think about that name. I'm not too terribly certain about it, but if you guys have any better suggestions for me, I'd love to hear them. I'm not the greatest with coming up with names, so, and I know some of you guys are, so let me know. The Royal Food Court. Reason I put that royal, whenever you think of royal, you think of like a castle. Then this looks like a miniature castle. And food court, because at a food court, you usually have a lot of different options for food, and that's what we're gonna do inside here. So this is what I did on the inside. In here, we're gonna actually put some of this around here, stock that up, like that. Yeah. So on the first floor here, as I explained before, we're going to have all the food items that are the best sellers, such as steak. I'm going to put pork over here. I think baked potatoes I had over here. That's probably where they're going to go. We're probably going to have mutton somewhere around here, and maybe chicken. Because here's the thing, guys. All right, we have a little bit of competition over here, all right? And it's a pretty stiff competition. I mean, if we look at Jack's Chicken Shack, right? He is selling 9 stacks of chicken for 1 diamond. That's a really good deal, but also think about it. If he's selling 1 diamond for 9 stacks, how do you think his chickens are grown? I mean, I was talking to Mr. Dragon Frost earlier, and he was saying that all of his chickens are in a 1x1 square. There is no way that could pass inspection. So how is this thing open, Oh man, but in all seriousness, we have some stiff competition right here, and I want to make this shop as enticing as I can make it. Mr. Dragonfries here has an abundant supply of chicken, so I don't blame him for making it this cheap. But we wanna do the best that we can with this shop to try to give him a little bit of competition. I probably actually won't sell chicken here. That's a little too much direct competition, but we will be selling some better food here, in my opinion, of course. In my opinion. So what I was thinking, right here. So the payment for steak, I was thinking would be 1 diamond per 2 stacks. Hold on, I didn't write that right. Steak, 1 diamond per 2 stacks. That's what I was thinking for this one. Just try to compete with that guy over there. Like I said, he's some stiff competition, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, and one thing about the shop I wanted to mention is that the payment for this, I'm not gonna have a payment chest. It will be directed that the payments should go in the chest for any of you AfterLife members out there. That's why there's a sign right here. If we head up, this is the second floor. This is where, like I said before, all of the items that don't really sell probably that well or shouldn't sell that well, stuff like regular carrots, regular potatoes. I want to have some soups in here. I want to have just a lot of foods. Pretty much every kind of food you can think of. I'll have some apples up here. I may have some golden apples up here as well, if I can get around to doing that. We'll do that. We'll do that later. I still need to get some lighting in here and whatnot, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, steak is there. I put baked potatoes here, and baked potatoes, what I was thinking is if we did baked potatoes, I was thinking 1 diamond per 3 stacks. I feel like that's a much better price. Really, we have 4 stacks in here. I'll have to get that. I'll actually remove that one. That way no one gets confused with that. But because if we're doing 1 diamond per 2 stacks here, this is not as good of a food source as that is. So 1 diamond per 3 stacks I think makes sense. But the rest of this episode, like I said earlier, it's going to be stocking this shop because we're going to need a lot of farms, a lot of materials, and I don't think we're going to be able to fully stock this shop in this episode, sadly. There's just too much I need to get. And what I'll probably do is, what I was thinking was stock it up by 1 or 2 items every single episode. That way, within 10 episodes from now, we'll have all the stock that we need. So, hopefully. But yeah, for the rest of this episode, I'm going to be gathering lots of animals, sheep, pigs, take them over to my base, get them farming, continue to farm my crops, and get this thing stocked up, like I said, as best I can. But one thing I would like to announce is that I'll probably do some of this stuff off camera as well. This shop is now open for any of you AfterLife members out there. Let's do something like this. Let's make some fancy border here. I haven't done one of these in a while. All right. The Royal Food Court. No. The Royal Food Court. Do something like this. Can I do this? I am the worst at this. Okay. Royal Food Court. And if we put on the sign here. And we do that. Now. Open. So yeah, the shop is now open. Anybody who wants to come in here. I know it's not really completely complete, but I'll do that off camera. If there's any AfterLife members out there that do want some food, want some good food, I have a lot of steak in here, like I said. It's open, so if you want to go ahead and start buying from that, you can. Although I don't think we're gonna get much. We're gonna get much with this thing right here. But props to Dragonfrost, by the way, for that. But I'm gonna go ahead, go off camera, and work some more, getting some more materials, getting some more food, all that good stuff, to try to stock this up as best I can. And I guess I'll be back when I have done some of that. Alright guys, so I've done quite a bit of work off camera, trying to get as many animals as I can. Well, as many. We're talking like 2 of each. 2 sheep, 2 pigs. But I did get sheep, I did get pigs, as you are seeing right now. It didn't take that long, actually. The sheep were that way, the pigs were the other way, the exact opposite direction. So I had to go two different directions for that. But in the end, I got them, and I've been bringing them up a little bit. We don't have many right now, but I'm sure that I'll be on here quite a bit between now and next episode, and I'll get as many of these sheep bred and as many of these pigs bred and as many of these cows bred as I can, so that we can get all those food sources in gear. Another thing I have done off camera, which I will show you guys in the next clip, I did go ahead and get a bunch of gold, at least a little bit of gold. I sent some more food supplies over to the shop area. They're actually underneath of the shop, if I can talk. And they're there whenever we're ready to release them to be bought and whatnot. They will be there. I'm still going to stock up as well. I don't have a ton of stock. I have maybe a stack or two of each thing that I've prepared already. So it's not too much. So we'll be releasing those in the future. But what I'm going to go ahead and do now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head over to the spawn, head over to the shop, show you guys all the supplies that I've gathered, and there we will end off the episode. All right, guys, so like I said, I made my way over here to the shop, and if we dig down right here underneath of the shop right here, I have some chests laid out. I do have a little bit of golden carrots. I brought some carrots and potatoes over, a few baked potatoes left, one golden ingot that I haven't used. I have some of this wheat here. I have a lot of cookies over here, actually. These are actually pretty easy to make. All you do is put one in like the crafting table. You put one cocoa bean in the middle and a piece of wheat on each side, and that gives you, I think, 8 cookies for that. So those will be pretty easy to stock up. Very little resources for that, for what I have. But guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. Hope y'all enjoyed. I do have one little announcement, I guess, to make before we really end off this episode, as we can go and sleep. You may already be able to tell, but a little while back, towards the beginning of the series, I said that I would be uploading this twice a week. That's going to change. What I've noticed is that I really haven't been able to do that the past week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. I haven't been able to do it with school and with everything else that I have going on. I simply don't have the time, or in some ways the motivation, but it's more the time to produce more than one episode per week. So I'm going to be dialing things back to one episode per week, and that's what I'm hopefully going to stick to, with single player still being on Mondays and Fridays, this being on Wednesdays. And whenever we have Rocket League, whenever I have that with Hutchie, that should hopefully go on Tuesdays. And apart from that, I don't really have anything else planned. Any other days that I upload videos, it'll probably be bonus videos. I was thinking maybe on Saturdays, if I have a bonus AfterLife video that I want to upload, I'll upload it on those days. If I have a bonus single player episode, I may upload it on Saturdays or Sundays, something like that. Although I very much doubt that those are going to happen. Like I said, I don't have nearly the time now that I did over the summer, so a lot of that stuff won't be happening. But like I said before, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. Anyways, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.